Hello, UK and Ireland. I hope you've got some appropriate footwear on because today is Kick Butts Day. Young people all over the world are doing their bit to hoof cigarettes out of our lives, holding protests, flash mobs, and even zombie walks. They're hoping for law changes, so let's all help them out and kick some butts, okay? I'm Sharon Carpenter, your smoke-free source of hot quizzery, and this is HQ Trivia, the game where the harder you think, the more you'll win. Now, the rules are simple. I'm going to ask you a series of questions ranging from easy to hard. You have 10 seconds to tap the answer. If you get it correct, you move on, answer all 12 right, and you win or you split the cash. Tonight's prize is a health-boosting $750. Rather than blowing it on death sticks, you could buy some top perfume to smell nicer, enough mints to taste nicer, or a gym membership to live longer. But you've got to win the dosh to spend it. So let's get things going with Q1. Which of these is a popular Japanese-inspired restaurant? Watcha Ninja, Oi Sumo, Yo Sushi. A popular Japanese-inspired restaurant. You may be there right now. Who knows? Going here too much may turn you into a sumo wrestler, but they don't tell you that up front. Ninja yourself to the front of the queue at Yo Sushi. And yo, 46,065 of you got that one correct here on Q1. The Japanese import first opened here in 1997 and has since conveyor belted its way to over 70 restaurants. Quite impressive. Q2, what do the letters NME stand for in the name of the magazine first published in 1952? New Musical Express, No More Emo, Not Many Encores. NME? What do those letters stand for? NME is no enemy, friend to rock stars and pop stars alike. It stands for New Musical Express. 43,084 of you in the express line to the next round. The magazine was released every Friday but just ended its print edition. Don't get too emo about it though. NME lives on as an online music news site. All right, it's shout out time, everyone. I want to say hi to Joe White and to Leah Kirk. Also, hello to Holly, aka H Quiz, and happy birthday to you. Christopher Scott and Chris SCFC are both 18 today, so happy B-Day to you guys as well. And hi to Sean. Thanks for the very flattering screenshot. I really appreciate that. All right, back to the questions. Which of these is not a celebrated composer? Wolfgang Mozart, Franz Mozart, Gustav Mozart. Not a celebrated composer. Which Mozart are we talking about here? Daddy Mozart was a genius and his son wasn't too bad either. The Mozart most definitely not one of the family here. It's Gustav Mozart. Gustav. Oh, look at that. Savage question right there. So early on Q3, just 16,170 of you got Gustav. Franz continued his father's legacy while there's no record of a composer named Gustav Mozart. But now is your chance, Gustavs, to get going. Q4, Nollywood is the nickname of which local film industry? New Orleans, Nuneaton, Nigeria. Nollywood. Where would you find those Nollywood stars? Nollywood Walk of Fame, churning out over 1,500 films a year and putting Hollywood to shame. It's in Nigeria. That's where you find Nollywood. 10,984 of you stunting here on Q4. The world's second biggest film industry, Nollywood has already overtaken Hollywood and is now hot on the dancing heels of Bollywood, aiming for that #1 spot, just like you are. Q5, Gracie Mansion is whose residence? Elvis Presley's family, Mayor of New York, Bishop of Durham. Or Durham, just kidding. Elvis Presley's family, Mayor of New York, or Bishop of Durham. The Bishop of Durham could live here, but he'd have to make one hell of a commute to work every day. The Manhattan Mansion, fit for a mayor. It's the Mayor of New York. Mayor of New York for the win. Another savage question. It is not Elvis Presley's family. It's the Mayor of New York, and 3,952 of you are running things in the game right now. It may be mayor-worthy now, but Gracie was once used as public toilets for East River Park. Fun fact for you right there. Q6. The Czechs created which word to denote forced labor? Slog, robot, drudge. A word to denote forced labor that the Czechs created. The Czechs may have created them, but Michael Bay has built his career on destroying them. Shiny, yet soulless. It's robot. Robot is your winning answer. And, oh, that was brutal. Are we going to say savage? We're going to say savage. We're going to say savage. 1,203 of you. Lean, mean, trivia machines are still in the game. My goodness, on Q6. First used in a Czech stage play, it described workers who had been turned into soulless machines. I think many of us can relate to that. That's where robots came from. Q7, the first ever international football match took place on a ground normally used for which sport? Cricket, baseball, rugby. What was that ground normally used for? What sport are we talking about here? Jumpers for goalposts suddenly look pretty professional. At least they moved the stumps on this one. It's cricket. It was a cricket ground. 880 if you got that one right. Nicely scored there. That England versus Scotland match ended in an anticlimactic 0-0 draw, probably because they spent most of the time trying to figure out where to take a corner from. Hello out there to all those towns and cities in the chat right now. We've got Devon, Exeter, Manchester, we've got Dundee, we've got London as well, Scotland and Ireland. All right, HQTs, you can be a little more specific than that, than Scotland and Ireland. What city are you in right now? All right, Q8, Japanese artist Meiko Shaimi inadvertently inspired which slang word? Bling, mansplain, waifu. Meiko Shaimi inspired which word? Modern art is meant to provoke reactions, but this wasn't what Meiko had in mind. An online argument about her work in 2008 led to the first use of mansplain. Mansplain for the win. 311 of you got that one right. No explaining there for you guys. From blogger comeback to available in hardback, mansplain is now in the Oxford English Dictionary. Q9 of these three countries which ranked highest in the 2017 Global Peace Index: Hungary, Costa Rica, Mauritius. Which ranked highest in that peace index? Nobody can out-chill Iceland, but who is the closest? Seems eating less is the key to peacing out. It's Hungary. Hungary for the win. Oh, wow, look at that pure savagery here on Q9. Pure and utter savagery. Just 42 players are with us. The rest of you guys are piecing out right there. Now, Hungary may have been 15th. In 15th place, but we're doing all right in 41st behind Qatar and Sierra Leone. Oh dear, oh dearie me. Q10, until the 19th century in England, what letter was branded on the faces of troublemakers in church? R, F, D. There was a letter branded on their faces. What was that letter? Game of Thrones had the naked walk of shame, but this badge of shame was permanent. Forgive and forget? Oh no. Framemakers got an F branded on their faces. F for the win. 13 of you. That I'm going to say was quite savage too. I'm going to say that was savage as well. 13 of you get the A here on Q10. Now, this was one punishment for brawling in church, the other being the loss of an ear, or two if you were fighting Mike Tyson. Q11, we're here already. Which of these Rihanna tracks spent the fewest weeks at #1 in the UK? Diamonds, We Found Love, Take a Bow. The fewest weeks at #1 in the UK. Which of these Riri tracks are we talking about? It spent months in my head, but only a week at the top of the charts. Shining brightly, but burning out pretty quickly. It's Diamonds. Diamonds just spent a week and three of you got that correct. Don't take a bow just yet, guys, because we are moving on to the final round with just 3 players left in the game. 750 big ones at stake right now. These players are about to battle it out on Q12. Which of these people was not born a Pratt? Chris Pratt, Terry Pratchett, Boris Karloff was not born with the last name Pratt. Which of these people are we talking about here for the win on Q12? Chris Pratt was born that way, making the most of it through his comedy roles. William Pratt changed his name to Boris Karloff, and the rest is horror history. He was partial Pratt in name, but a hilarious one in nature. It's Sir Terry Pratchett for the win. We have one winner, my lovelies. Oh my goodness! A whopping congratulations to our one winner, Matt Wids. Well done right there. Good for you. You are taking home the full prize of $750. You navigated 3 or 4 savage questions to get here. The last man standing. Well done. What are you going to do with that cash? You should definitely go down to Yo Sushi, get some of that katsu chicken curry. That is some good stuff. Or maybe take a trip to Mauritius, because that island really is quite delicious. There is so much you can do with that $750, Matt. Well done. Another great game, my lovelies. You sure kicked butt tonight. All of you did. As always, come find me at the following deets and hit me up with your grams and your tweets. Let me know how you got on and request those shout outs for tomorrow. That's it for tonight, HQT Pies. We're back again tomorrow at 3 p.m. GMT, where another $750 delicious dollars will be up for grabs. Have a great evening, and I will see you then. Bye.